just naturally you're going to be a certain level. I mean, I guess probably having less Estus, but he doesn't really, I don't know, he doesn't really seem that dangerous. But anyway, I killed her. I did find her, which was nice, which helped me complete that task, which I think that's probably, she says something about she can be summoned, so I guess you do that and then you can summon her for bosses or something like that. So that seems to complete that NPC's path. And she gave me a blessed what was it again? Some kind of blessed rapier and the cat ring, which is interesting. It's a lot nicer. I like having the cat ring a lot more than the having to use the spell. I don't know. I don't like these spells where you have to keep putting them on over and over again, like the guidance or whatever it's called, where you see the developer messages. That's so, to me, that's so stupid that you have to put it on over and over again. Because for one thing, it's easy to miss when it's run out. So you're looking for these developer messages, and you have to constantly keep vigilant to see when it's on. It's not even that good. Like, I looked through a bunch of the game, and I hardly found any messages. So it's like, okay, here you go. A total crap spell, but it's also freaking annoying that you have to keep reapplying it over and over and over again. You're welcome. It's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, like hidden body. I'm not sure if the fog ring is in this game or not, but I just like the when you can put a ring on. But anyway, okay, so I got Cyrus of the Dark Moon or whatever. I got her completed. I'll be interested to see where you can. She seemed kind of pathetic, but I'll be interested. Which is, that's another thing that annoys me about this game. The NPCs are so pathetic, and I'm worried about the if you summon, if the people you summon have less health. That would annoy me too. Like Bloodborne made it so like bosses almost weren't even easier when you summon people because your character was so pathetic. Like bosses hit so hard in Bloodborne, and then combined with the fact that they take away a bunch of your health, you can practically be one shot, and then the host has, as a person coming in, and then the host has a harder boss. I would have a hard times. Well, I mean, I guess there's some bosses, but the hardest bosses were like, especially like single bosses where it's just one enemy. They, in some ways, they weren't even any easier with a summon. Like it all depended on the summon, though. I mean, if you had like a summon of your same, if you were like weren't that great at the game and got somebody else that was sort of at your level, it weren't even that much easier. Of course, if you get some master, like Souls Master, that's like beating New Game Plus on, or New Game Plus 7 with no upgrades or something like that. Well, of course, they're just going to beat it for you, but I don't know, I don't like that. I like the system way more in Dark Souls 1 and 2. But anyway, yeah, so I got the Dark Moon Lady. I don't know what the heck is going on with Grey Rat, but I suspect that he's somewhere around. I also, so I figured out that lever in the Grand Archives. I don't know what's going on. I did figure out that Grey Rat said something about the Boreal Valley, although I don't know if that means anything. And then I got the Cyrus. And then this I figured out too, to some degree. There's this lady with the armor, the black armor, and what is her name? Yuria or Yulia or something? And she only shows up, I think, when you have a dark sigil. And because I had a dark sigil, she showed up, and what really clued me in, or got me to understand it was when you go to Firelink, the other Firelink shrine, the one that's all dark and everybody's dead at it, except for the handmaiden. There's an item here, Hollow's Ashes. Now, if you... as far as I can tell, it only shows up when you don't have a Dark Sigil. Because I believe it comes from this lady, Yuria, or Yulia, or whatever her name was. I don't know, somehow, she does something, I don't know if she dies, or whatever the case. It's only here when you get rid of the Dark Sigil, because I had it, and she was here, and I could talk to her. Then I paid off the Firekeeper, I took my Dark Sigil, it removed my Dark Sigil, and then she got mad at me and said that I've quit the team or whatever, and she wouldn't talk to me, and I couldn't buy things from her. So that made me curious about, because I couldn't get the Hollow's Ashes here either. So I went back to the other Firelink, and sure enough, those ashes showed up. So that was another thing I figured out, which I was really happy about. So I'm still sort of wondering about, is that all there is to this Dark Sigil? Like, it seems so... like, the hollowing and the Dark Sigil, it seems, in some ways, it seems so, like, important in the game, but in other ways it doesn't really seem to mean that much. And the only way to get it, I think, is to level up with this character. Otherwise you won't get it, and you have to do it early or else this character dies. Or it dies either way, but once you get farther into the game. I'm not sure. I think I did hear something about somewhat, there was a, like some other character kills a character, like in that one character will in Demon Souls, although they kill a bunch, but, so I think maybe Yuria kills Yoel or Yoel. Yeah, so that's that. I got upgraded. What else have I discovered? Oh, yeah, I completed the game, and I noticed in the credits, it says something about patches. I might have heard something about patches before that, but seeing it in the credits confirms to me, well, makes me know that he's in the game somewhere. I haven't seen anything of patches unless he's been playing another character, unless he's like pretending to be Grey Rat or something, and that's really Patches. It had a different name. It wasn't Trusty Patches, though. It was something else. But that, I mean, again, I don't mind bringing back Patches because he was in Demon Souls too, so I will make an exception for Patches and Solaire, just because they're so good, so I don't mind them. They can come back, but anyway, yeah, so... Oh wait, I gotta upgrade. Oh yeah, burn the bone. Okay, okay, so that's full. Okay, let's see if I get much extra damage with the strength. Only goes up 1, 2... Okay, so it doesn't go up much. That does nothing. That does nothing. So, yeah, there's really no reason. I've got it to plus 10. So, health is the only thing, really. And I'm gonna need it. Because this boss... he's a doozy. I have to say I had way more trouble with this boss than I did the end boss. Yeah, I guess I'm back to the Grand Archives. Oh yeah, I did figure out too that the once you get just before the final boss, that guy up there drops a ring, skull ring. I think I got it in my NPC killer playthrough. I couldn't remember where I got it from though. I think I yeah, there's still one more item to get. Well, yeah, I gotta get the well, yeah, I gotta get the cat ring and the skull ring. And there's one more Titanite slab to get. Huh. Man, there's still a ton of stuff I don't know about. Yeah, I really don't know. There's a trophy for rings. I don't know if I have all the rings that I've got on one character or not. But I suspect I'm probably missing some. But I don't know where Patches is. Still got a lot to figure out. I'm trying to think. Patches... He was kind of funny and... I think he always showed up at the second point. Let's see, I'm thinking, okay, Dark Souls, or Demon Souls, he showed up, I think he always showed up in the Nexus, but you could miss, if you don't search the Nexus all the time, you could miss NPCs, and he might have been killed by that guy too, so you might have been able to miss him there, and I can't remember if it was possible to miss him in the Shrine of Storms or not. I don't think so. And then Dark Souls 1, I think it was possible to miss him. Yeah, I think it was possible to miss him on his first location. Like, because I'm sure I went there one time and he wasn't there, but I think he always showed up at the second one. And then he wasn't in Dark Souls 2. And then Bloodborne... Yeah, I think he's there all the time in Bloodborne. So... yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with him. Oh yeah, I did try this. I tried every gesture I had at this statue and nothing did anything. So I don't... maybe it's just nothing. There isn't really any areas that I know of that seem suspicious right here. I mean, there's possible there's stuff I've missed. But it's not like there's this big area that seems like you could go and I'm like missing it. So maybe this statue is nothing. I still gotta find out a couple of trophies too. Hidden trophies. I think one is the Nameless King, because I did hear about that. And actually, now that I think about it, actually I did hear about, there's supposed to be some dragon area. And I think there's a dragon boss fight. Now I'm not sure. I don't think they would be talking about I don't think they'd be talking about Osiris, the Consumed King. I'm not sure what... I think he's part dragon. But he doesn't really fight like a dragon or